And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, here on YouTube, the place where you can catch my raw and uncut emotions about the Dallas Cowboys 24/7, 365, and as long as I'm alive, y'all know I'm DC for life, baby. And if you're DC for life, won't you go ahead, hit that subscribe button, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, it's free to do and you help the channel when you do it. If you're DC for life, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You guys probably hear it in my voice. I think I'm coming down with something, but we're going to keep these videos rolling. Going through and responding to you Angry Cowboys fans in the comments section, I came across a very intriguing comment. Not saying that all the comments are intriguing, but this one really stood out to me. So I got to give a shout out to Marlon Brando 6701. His comment read, "So let's ignore the people saying positive things about Dak and focus on the people saying negative things about Dak. Why?" I responded to his comment, but I kept thinking about it like, man, he's kind of right. I actually said something like that. I said something similar in my Is He Wrong Cowboys Nation video. In that video, I actually agreed with Keyshawn Johnson, but I remember saying, if I can talk and call the talking heads out, why can't I agree if they're speaking facts? So why can't I highlight those talking heads who go off script and actually praise the Dallas Cowboys and other NFL teams when they play great? So that's what I'm doing here. In today's segment, we're going to be talking about this morning's segment of Get Up, where they were talking the Dallas Cowboys and their recent style of football and their upcoming matchup against the Seattle Seahawks. I'll put the link to it in the description below. They gave the floor to Robert Griffin III, and he put on for Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. He spoke truth about Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. So we're going to take a listen to what he had to say, and we're going to come back and unpack that raw and uncut. So everybody, go ahead. Take a listen to what Robert Griffin III had to say.
They have the Seahawks and they have the Eagles again, and then it gets tougher after that. Do you expect him to keep playing at this level, even against the tougher competition?
100%. And I got to give a shout out to Mike McCarthy as well, right? Him and Dak are so in sync right now, they're finishing each other's sentences. It's him, two things. We talked about the red zone offense early in the year. They were really struggling. Well, 18 out of the last 26, they scored a touchdown. Ooh. We talked about pre-snap motion for them to be able to get guys open and give Dak coverage tails and move CeeDee Lamb around. Well, they were using it 39% of the year before the bye. Now they're using it 60% of the time. And then this last game against Washington, that blowout game on Thanksgiving, 79% of the time they use pre-snap motion. So for me, it's Mike McCarthy saying to everyone that called his offense archaic and said that the game had passed him by and said that he was a terrible coach. He came back and he made the changes that he needed to make to get his guy rolling. And Dak Prescott is playing at not just at an MVP level, but the guy we just talked about in Jalen Hurts, in my opinion, he's above Jalen Hurts right now because of the way that he's played. After the bye, I think he's had 4 300 passing yard games. He hadn't had any before that. They have come back with a vengeance. And him saying that right there, that's like the T.O. meme. That's my quarterback, because you want him to feel, I haven't done anything yet.
You're right about Mike McCarthy to an extent. But Mike McCarthy we do not owe Mike McCarthy an apology. Mike McCarthy owes us an apology because he's doing the things that we said he needed to do. So I respect and I appreciate that Mike McCarthy was able to walk into the building and he say, you know what? Our offensive coach stinks. He's me. Let me stop pretending like we have some different offense than what we have. What they talk about on Get Up? Motion? Ooh, I like that. Let me put some of that in the offense. Oh, we can't run the ball? At the beginning of the year, he's like, we're going to run the ball. We're going to take the pressure off Dak so we have fewer turnovers. That ain't what we doing. Yeah. And I respect that. I appreciate his ability to evolve and take the next step and not be hard and fast in his ways and say, I know best. But I ain't saying sorry for telling him to do the right thing, and he finally doing the right thing now.
Yeah. Robert Griffin III gave stats. He didn't go on there and just force feed us with his opinion and his hatred. He spoke facts and had receipts for those facts. This is coming from a guy who had a taste of success at the quarterback position, and it's not Dan Orlovsky. That's what I love to see on shows like this, Cowboys Nation. Get Up is honestly the best show on ESPN because they give objective opinions. If your team is playing great, they will tell you that your team is playing great, and they won't feel shame for doing it. If your team didn't show up, they're going to tell you that your team didn't show up. They give unbiased and actually objective opinions over there. Every regular on that show represents the style of analyst that I like to see in sports. That type of analyst where you can't tell who their favorite team is and they don't project their anger on one particular team or player. It's when they bring those typical talking heads on like Bart Scott or Dan Orlovsky that makes Get Up distasteful. And he said that Dak Prescott is playing better than Jalen Hurts. He is saying everything that most Dallas Cowboy fans have been saying all year, and it's nice to hear some analysts give flowers to people who deserve them. It doesn't have to be just the Dallas Cowboys. Analysts need to come correct like they do on Get Up. Leave your personal opinions at the house and come and react to the game with facts, with receipts. Of course, there had to be a little pushback, but it wasn't the type of pushback that you guys think. The pushback was Dominique joking about how Mike McCarthy was watching Get Up. It's natural to have some pushback because that's what makes these shows a little bit more interesting, but check your personal feelings at the door and push back with facts and receipts, like I said earlier. Don't critique me harshly and then not give me thoughts on how to better what you're critiquing. That's just hate talk. So all you talking heads, take notes. Take notes from the analysts over at Get Up. You could learn how to do your job better, more effectively from these guys. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. If you like what I'm giving you over here, go ahead, drop a like on the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section because I'm super curious and I love reading the comments. But remember, Cowboys Nation, we go by hashtag CCC over in these parts, and that's Classy Cowboys Comments. I love to read and respond to what you guys have to say, but to those who think in racial undertones, I will not tolerate it in the comment section. Using racial language will only get you booted. Sorry, but not sorry. We have all walks of life that are a part of this Cowboys family, and I'd be damned if they feel disrespected. So please, keep that in mind as you guys give me your raw and uncut. Be good people, Cowboys Nation. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I hope you do so because this video has intrigued you to do so. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and that wouldn't be possible without you, Angry Cowboys Fan. Thank you. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, DC for life, and I'm out.